It's a warm welcome, always. Event this weekend in Adelaide, South Australia, Shane van Gisbergen. But first, I just want you to take us back to the last round of the Supercars, Townsville, and that last corner spin. What was it, the 88 lapper or something, mate, where you were taken out? Anyway, welcome to the program, mate.
Hey, thank you. Cheers.
The last corner, though, talk us through that.
I got spun out, really. It was a pretty good race. Anton was catching me at the end. He was really fast, and I was struggling with my tyres, but I got good drive out of the second last corner, so I knew I'd be clear into the last one and just didn't even look in the mirror, but he tried to pass and didn't quite work out and ended up spinning me out, which was a shame.
I really enjoyed when you were being interviewed straight afterwards, and you were just so honest about it. You said, "Hey, look, I'm angry right now. I'm not going to talk to him right now," and it was just so good. Yeah, it was just so good to see, because I mean, I couldn't imagine you jumping out of the car feeling happy after that.
No, like I was happy I won the race, but he comes straight over, and I didn't want to speak to him, because I'm glad I didn't, because I probably would have given him a big spray, which would have been worse on camera. But I went and celebrated with the team, and my family was there and stuff. It was cool. And then we had a chat after and sort of talked about the crash and stuff. But we ended up winning, and he ended up coming second, which was probably fair. But at the end of the day, it was still pretty awesome weekend for us. We always go well up there.
Look, and just talk us through the tyre thing at the end, because one of the amazing things watching you drive is that even though that you obviously he's catching you, I mean, you kept your distance brilliantly, and you also let him kind of catch up a little bit to obviously preserve your tyres. But I mean, it must go so close to the line, managing what you can get out of them with laps to go.
Yeah, we get told on the radio how many laps to go, and you sort of just drive to that. And I knew from the day before how the tyres hung in, but our car wasn't quite as good as the day before, and I could feel that it was hard on the tyre. So, when they told me it was, I think, 8 laps to go, he started catching up, and I started getting pretty stressed. But, he just sort of managed the gap to him, and I was watching him in the mirror and just sort of judging each lap and not panicking, because if I panicked and tried to push harder, that would just make my tyres overheat even more. So just tried to manage the gap, and if there was 1 or 2 more laps though, I think we would have been done.
Supercar superstar and the man who's leading the points table at the moment, Shane van Gisbergen, with us. It looks like a real driver's track, that. It looks real fun to drive.
Oh, it's awesome, yeah. Like, we don't really do street circuits much since COVID. So, I think that was our first one of the year, whereas we used to do like half our tracks were street tracks. I miss it. I miss the commitment and driving over the curbs, and for the 250 Ks or however long the race was, it's just brutal driving on the limit for that, and it's pretty rewarding when you get it right.
I'm always stunned at watching you guys, the way that the left foot braking works and things, but watching you left foot pedal, putting the gas on the left foot, mate, that's just wild. That's just wild. When you do that, is it just to kind of rest your right leg, or is it getting too hot, or what?
There's so much we use so much pressure on the brakes, and it's so hot. I was really struggling with my feet. I was getting sore feet and blisters on my feet from the heat. So just down the straights, I was on throttle with my left foot and putting my right foot up by the fan, just to try and cool it down and take some pressure off, because it's just the heat. Like, it's not like a road car. We don't have insulation or anything around the footwell, and the temperatures, I think it was in the mid-high 50s inside the car. Wow. So it's pretty long time at those temperatures, and it just cooks you.
Yeah, but I mean, you're doing this at 200 and something K, mate, and then you got the gear stick where you're kind of just nubbing it with the kind of the palm of your hand there while you're doing this as well. It's amazing to watch. It really is.
It's down the straight. It's easy.
Oh, okay, all right. How competitive this year is the whole series compared to, say, last year and the previous years? How are you finding it?
Well, it's been good. There's always someone there, but I guess our advantage is that we're there every week, where there always seems to be a couple of inconsistencies with our competitors. So, we're not clearly the fastest every week, but it seems to be someone different. So as long as we're always in the top 3, that's been our advantage. But the competitiveness of it is still still a pretty high level, and it's been fun to push myself to stay up there.
Talking about your family there, I don't know whether you noticed or not, but they got the big cheese, mate. They cornered him with the camera. He was trying to hide, and it was the first time in a long time that I've actually seen him being interviewed. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that, but I can imagine him trying to avoid it. We both try and avoid cameras as much as we can.
Talk us through your rally driving experience, because when you came back, that must have been fun as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to do as much as I can this year. Obviously, the WRC's going back to New Zealand, and it's just like that's a dream event for me. So I always wanted to take part in that, and yeah, I've tried everything I can to try and get as much experience as possible before I go and do that event. So I don't look completely silly when I go there, and it's been so much fun. Like, rally driving is a pretty tough sport, but an awesome sport. It's a massive challenge. Learning about the pace notes, your co-driver sitting with you. It's such an important relationship, how he gets the words across and what they all mean, really. It sounds like gibberish to start with. But it's been pretty cool to, as I said, to challenge myself, see how we go, and just keep learning. Like, it's, that's where, I guess, my family history is. That's where Dad started in rally, so cool things have gone full circle a little bit.
SVG, well, there's a couple more questions. We'll let you go, and thank you so much for your time. Look, single-seaters, Le Mans, Supercars, rally cars. Is there anything that you can't drive?
Yeah, no, definitely not speedboats. I'm a land-based person. I don't get on the water. Not me.
Is there anything that you would love to drive that you haven't driven yet? Have you got a wish list?
Yeah, I had Le Mans on the list and ticked that off this year, which was awesome. The only other one is the Nürburgring 24 hours. So to race at the Nordschleife on that 25k track or whatever it is would be awesome. I love the 24-hour races, and I think that one would be really fun and a cool challenge. So I'll try and get to that next year.
Well, look, I just want to let you know, it's a hell of a spectacle. As far as the television event goes, the Supercars is just brilliant to watch, mate. The actual presentation, the commentary, the fact that all the access to all of you guys and everything, it's just, it's absolutely superb. Congratulations on how you're driving so far, and all the best for the rest.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for enjoying it.
Devlin.
Thanks, son.
The Giants are going for it. You've got to love sport.
The platform.